Hi, Twin Flame lover. It's me again, Dr. Amanda Noelle, and I'm the Twin Flame Matchmaker. And I help badass spiritual bachelorettes to align with their ultimate beloved so that they can not only enjoy epic, ecstatic, lasting love, or perhaps birth a star child or two, but also so that they can live on soul purpose and assist in the awakening of humanity. So today, first I'm going to share the numerologic meaning behind 1111 and then how 1111 relates to twin flames and the spiritual awakening process. At the very end, I'll give you a sneak peek on the energy and astrology update for 11/11/2018. Oh, and today's video is sponsored by the number 11. Yay, so stay tuned. So what is the numerological meaning behind 11/11 and what does it have to do with twin flame energy? We see 11s everywhere. And the spiritual awakening process, what does it have to do with that? So before we dive into the training today, I wanted to share with you an exciting global event that's actually happening on 11/11/2018. We'll be tuning in on live stream. We'll be in Bali, the place where I married myself on 11/11/2011. And you can join us live for a free Twin Flame global activation on 11/11/18, where you'll receive a content-rich educational talk about the meaning of 11/11, the impact of the Twin Flame 11/11 codes. You'll also get a karma clearing on whatever no longer serves you as a twin flame and in your union. Plus, you'll receive a guided meditation to awaken your energy for this shift that's happening on 11/11, which is in 11 year. And you'll get a potent Twin Flame 11/11 activation channeled by myself and my beloved Twin Flame Jack that will activate your Twin Flame DNA and awaken your soul purpose and also help you magnetize your ultimate beloved to you. Plus, we'll give you some really juicy tips and meditations and perks and bonuses from Twin Flames International and Aphrodite University. You'll also have a few minutes to ask any questions you might have on how to call in your twin flame or any issues you're going through. So head to the link below in the description box, which we'll put down there, to save your seat at the 11/11 activation. Okay, back to the meaning of 11/11. First, we need to ask WTF are numbers in the first place. Otherwise, we're kind of missing a step. So Pythagoras, the ancient Greek philosopher, you might remember him from that high school geometry class or history class while you were distractedly maybe drooling over checking out that hot guy or gal from across the room like I did. Well, Pythagoras knew that numbers held vibration in this mathematically perfect universe that is built from geometry, law, and spirit. Numbers hold a primordial divine vibration. They can be used as keys to do good or cause harm. They are merely tools, keys, or codes. Numbers can be used to create new codes, vibrations, and realities made up of universal life force energy that turn into matter. Numbers are not mere digits you want to get from some cute guy or gal up in the club. No, numbers are the code of the universe that we can write worlds within worlds, create sound, light, vibration, and color, and manifest into matter. In fact, speaking of color, each number corresponds to a sound, a vibration, a chakra in the body, a time in history, a point in your yoni or lingam, and everything corresponds to everything else in this divine holographic universe. WTF is this place. Sometimes we're like, what is going on? But truly the universe is the relationship between numbers and patterns. You and the universe alike are made up of these two tiny numbers, and you are bonded through the 1 and the 0 point. Okay, so ones and zeros, folks. That's the simple ingredients in this recipe called life, love, spirit, universe. Okay, so the ones, these represent the divine masculine, the yang, and the zeros represent the void, the divine feminine, the yin, as we call it in Chinese tradition. And everything is made up of yin and yang, dark and light, Ones and zeros, we are all one in the nothingness. To understand the power and meaning of the number sequence 1111, we first have to understand how creation works. Okay, so in the beginning, there was nothing, not a zilch, the zero. From zero, we get nothing but a big black vortex, a hole, a giant yoni or galaxy, which we can call maybe the universe. For those of you who don't know, a yoni means feminine temple or vagina or pussy, and that's not a bad word. Pussy in ancient Egypt went back to the etymology of the word pasht or basset, the feline cat spirit guide of the Great Mother, Isis. Okay, so, and then out of the zero, nothing, womb, something was born. There must be something in order for nothing to exist, and the universe birthed itself from itself. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, remember? Therefore, the holy whole, that's the holy grail or holy nothingness of zero, birthed the concept of somethingness. It was then that it went from zero to one, and the sacred feminine went into the sacred masculine, and the circle came into the line. Then there's the masculine, the lingam, the phallus. Thus, from the sacred feminine universe, there had to be the sacred masculine universe, and they came from each other and come into each other like the symbol of the serpent eating itself or birthing itself from its own tail, or maybe even yoni lingam. The entire universe that ever can, will, and did exist, and all at once, in every combination, has existed through this sequence of ones and zeros. There truly is nothing we have not already experienced in the combination of the infinite codes. When we see 1111 ones over and over, it means a few important things. One is that you are waking up and smelling the spiritual coffee of consciousness, so to speak. Two is that you're in alignment, in alignment with something, maybe your twin flame, maybe it's your soul purpose, maybe it's a sign to pay attention to anything that is on your path. Now, three, it means pay attention to your thoughts. One of the meanings of 1111 is that the universe is communicating with you through your thoughts, which are in alignment. This sequence 1111 means that your thoughts will manifest almost instantly in your physical reality, so be careful what you think. For 1111, as well as 111 and other sequences of ones, it's a message from your angels. Your angels are sending you love and guidance and are reminding you to pay attention to your thoughts. So make sure that you're focusing on what you do want and not the things you don't want. And the fifth one is that there is a masculine energy that is aligning with your feminine energy. A yin-yang twin flame balance is occurring. For behind each one is a zero. The 11s can't align without zeros at the base. Remember, the universe is represented by the infinite arrangement of coding of zeros and ones. The zeros representing that feminine love. Or another way to say it is that wisdom. Now, the ones representing masculine light represent consciousness. The sacred union between zeros and ones bring together the alignment 1111, that is sacred geometry, masculine architect mathematics, coming in with feminine love that is like the glue that bonds all of the mathematics, the structure together. Not overly intellectualized, but from the heart. So light cannot do it alone, no matter how much he thinks he can. Behind every great master is a great priestess or mistress. Behind every great one is the zero, which is why we must balance the masculine and feminine at the heart and surrender to the union once we have found our own inner balance. Now, more specifically, how does 1111 relate to twin flames? All right, guys. So some believe that the Temple of the Twin Flames was originally known by the name of, yes, the Temple of Solomon. The Temple of Solomon, the etymology actually connects to Temple of Sun and Moon, Solomon, representing the masculine light, the sun or Christ consciousness, and the feminine love, the moon, mother, womb. coming together to birth the Christed child. That's us, the awakened humans. The template of Solomon, the Temple of Solomon, was built in the shape of the human body. Like Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, the Temple of Solomon served as a map comprised of specific codes, perfectly measured proportions, known as sacred geometry, and was packed with occult symbolism meant to be decoded. This was all devised to help humanity awaken, to build a better brain, and to bring, yes, twin flames together. The Temple of Solomon, or the ethereal version of that, which we can call the Temple of the Twin Flames, is a holy gateway to higher consciousness and spiritual mastery that aligns your feminine and your masculine in holy union, so that heaven and earth may become one. The twin flame mysteries were embedded into the temple and used as keys and codes and templates that were actually built into the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem, which was passed down from earlier mystery schools from Atlantis through Northern Africa and Asia Minor, using sun, moon, and flame worship. These twin flame secrets then got passed into the Masons of the time, who studied and built the architecture and performed initiations within mystery schools. Now, the Masons were both temple builders and alchemists, philosophers, and high priestesses and priests who kept their secrets to protect the knowledge. But some kept the secrets to build their wealth, and it became, unfortunately, patriarchal. Greed always leads to wars. Now, this creates a misalignment with the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, and it perpetuates chaos, war, and suffering. This is not an 11-11 alignment, but I believe that many so-called modern-day Freemasons have learned how to use ancient occult tools for good, and some have been still getting lost in evil, but they have been protecting this ancient wisdom. And it's now time to open up the high priestess and high priest third eye. It's no longer a sin to know our own truth and to no longer be that flock of sheep following the elite. But at the center of your head lies the 1111 jewel, the pineal gland, and it's ready to be activated. And the 1111 codes can help with this as well. The pineal gland is a key player in aligning with, attracting with, and keeping your twin flame union inside and magnetizing it. Now, we all have different abilities to access our third eye, our pineal. An open gland creates an open awareness, perspective, divine perspective. It is like one of the twin flame eyes. So when you manifest your twin flame, you have the two together. In order to open the eyes to God's eye level, each twin must individually work on herself and then come together. This individual work includes keeping the temple body clean and clear and in alignment, calm, and eating healthy, balanced food, and having your chakras, your energy clear, as well as having your mind in a healthy state of balance and in gratitude, perhaps even with joy and excitement, like the children. This is the representation of the aligned 1111 Solomon. So many people have abused root chakras, and we've been in trauma for so many thousands of years. But true twin flames do the work to become powerful in all of the, what I call 11 twin flame chakras. 7 chakras in the body, a chakra below, and the 3 transpersonal chakras above. We'll be doing on 1111 a twin flame activation that utilizes the violet flame, so stay tuned for that. Now, twin flame energy, as symbolized as the 1111 codes, is the type of energy that can heal world wars, nuclear disasters, and dark control forces. Not because 1111 is light, it's because it's in the balance of light and love with dark and fear. 1111 is the number of alchemy, courage, triumph, and also surrender. Remember, these twin pillars are part of the Kabbalah, the tree of life. The 11s also representing the temple of the twin flame pillars, masculine and feminine, mercy and severity, and we have that pillar of balance between the two. And I'll be talking about this at the 1111 event, but these pillars also represent our kundalini, the sides of our spine, our male and female, and the physical DNA strands. That is the strand science cannot even necessarily see, some higher dimensional DNA that's not spoken about. And when we activate our 1111 energy, we actually activate the so-called junk DNA. And these are, like I said, 0 to 11 plus 1 equals 12. All of the chakras also align with our actual 12 strands of DNA, as well as the 12 tarot cards, the 12 zodiac cycles, and the 12 apostles, and so many other things in the 12. So 0 plus 1, or 0 plus 1 through 11 also kind of connects with the magic 12 number. But you can learn more about the meaning. I could go on and on about the numerology and the impact of 1111 twin flame codes. Head to the link below in the description box to reserve your spot for 1111. And now here is the astrology happening on 11/11/2018. Really brief report. Now the sun in Scorpio is sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, so what this means is it's going to lend to dramatic long-term personal changes that involve commitment and focus. That can be a start of a positive path of development. This is a great time to conceive a new business project, a love commitment, or perhaps even conceive a baby. 1111 is an opportunity to find what you really want from life and go for it with heart 100%. Utilize your inherent strengths and delegate the rest to those here to support you, perhaps even your other half. Hey, sweetie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can get our weekly video updates on all things twin flames, divine feminine and divine masculine energy updates, new moon astrology, metaphysics, blissness, pussy power, you name it. So I look forward to seeing you on 11/11 with my beloved Jack. Namaste, namasko.